Okay. And now let's go to process steps. Okay. So we discussed about yesterday some invoice verifications, right? How we can the different kind of the process which we have in the vendor invoice verification, right? So how it is there in the SD side billing. Here we are talking about a vendor invoice. Okay, there we are talking customer billing. Here we are talking vendor invoice. Okay, so so there is a cancellation also it is there, and park invoice also it is there. Okay, and a hold invoice also it is there. Okay, and subsequent debit, subsequent credit memo, normal invoice, and direct material account posting. Okay, direct GL account posting, adjustments and all, everything it will be there. Depends on that. Okay, depends on the client process we have to be follow. Okay, so some companies it will be like the invoice verification will be taken care by finance team. Okay, but some companies MM team will be taking care. But as per the uh, SAP standard, okay, we know invoice verification, vendor invoice verification will be taken care by MM. But some clients have it be like the invoices will be taken care by finance team majorly. Depends on that. Okay, depends on the their how they're following the process. Okay, so other than this one, so this is common, right? We as we discussed as of now we have procurement process and we have inventory management and we have invoice verification. So other than this one, some general topic which we have, that is the release strategy. Okay, so release strategy is nothing but like a approval of document. Okay, either it may be external document or an internal document. So you know, right, external document and internal document. So what is the external document? External documents are purchase orders, RFQ, whatever the documents which we are sharing to vendor. Those are we talking as a external purchasing document. And internal documents are which we are discussing internally, the document that is not impacted to that we are not sharing to vendor. So that is like the purchase requisition. Okay, so approval strategy will be defined for each and every external document, internal document. Depends on the client requirement. So it is not necessary if the client wants to go ahead, they can go ahead with the levels. Okay, so basically how it is like, okay, every purchasing of the material, either it may be stock material or non-stock material or it is services, whatever it may be. Okay, so before releasing to vendor, okay, we are setting some of the levels to be approved. Okay, so the reason why, because the release strategy, approval strategy which is required, so most of the clients they are using this one because so the purchase order will be created at clerk level again. The clerk or maybe the superior, so subordinates, they will be create the purchase order based on the requirements. Then after that again it will be go to the higher level. Like if suppose I have the levels of the store engineer, okay, and we have like store manager. Okay, then we have that which is like I can say head of the departments. Okay, or we can have the delivery operational manager, delivery and operational manager. Okay, so like we have that financial manager, financial head, okay, or financial clerk. So like we have different kind of that. So depends on the our client requirement how they want to be differentiate. They can define the levels, different levels, and we can do the approval. We can define the approval strategies for the purchasing documents, either internal purchase document or external purchase document. So what are the documents it is possible? One we can do for the purchase requisition, okay, and we can do for the PO, and we can do for the RFQ, and we can do for the service center sheet. We can do for the contract. We can do for the scheduling agreement. Okay. So that these are the majorly we will be doing the we can design the approval strategy. Okay. So here only PR is the internal document, and all other or the all it is like external document. All it's external documents. Okay, so all these are all external documents. Okay, so internal document, external document, it is possible. So maximum how many levels we can do. So as I said that I have the store manager, I head of department, delivery operation manager, finance manager, and CFO, and CEO, okay, and IT head. Okay, so there are so many levels are there in the our company. So the maximum how many levels you can define. Okay, when you are defining, you can define a number of the levels, but when you are fixing the levels for the each kind of the process, okay, then it is only possible 8 levels. 8 levels of approvals can be defined. Approvals can be defined for each strategy. Okay. So what is the strategy? Okay, so strategy is nothing but like we are differentiating that, defining that what level, what strategy, what levels, and what strategy level we need, what level of the approvals it is required. Suppose let's see, I'm differentiating that. Okay, there is a 1 lakh 1 lakh above, okay, and 1 lakh below. So let's say 1 lakh below, then 1 lakh above. 1 lakh above again, I can say up to like 10 lakhs. Okay, so up to 10 lakhs. Okay, this is the level again about 10 lakhs till 1 crore. Okay, and about 10 crore, 1 crore. Okay, so like say I can say I'm defining this these are the different strategies. So here I can say here, so it is a below 1 lakh. I don't need the higher level of approvals. I just need only whoever they created. Okay, initiator. I can say initiator, whoever the initiator, and the second one is I can say that store head. Okay, and I can say like store manager. Some, okay, can say like. Now, if it is 1 lakh to 10 lakhs, okay, so what I can do, I need store manager approval to higher level, and I need operational manager also. I need, okay, operational manager who are also taking care about the stores. Okay. Again, this can be designed in case if you don't need operational manager in this case, only for the stock materials, and you only want to do only for the cost centers level, that also you can possible. Okay, so it is just strategies you can define like what document type level you want to be fixed, and what plans you want to be designed, and what purchasing group you want to be designed. Okay, so not everything it is possible. So different characteristics also you can take it up. Okay, so like we can increase the levels of the each strategy, and each strategy I can define only till 8 levels. Okay, clear?
Strategy, I did not understood the strategy.
Strategy is not more like a different case, case 1, case 2, case 3 like.
For example, I mean,
Okay, suppose I have stock materials. Okay, let's say I'm defining for the stock material. So for the stock material, I'm using document type NB. Okay, and my purchasing group, let's say some of the purchasing group I have. Let's say there is a 100, 101, 103, 105. Okay, these are the purchasing groups. Okay, so I'm talking about groups. Okay, group is the buyer group. Okay,
okay.
and I'm just taking care about the plant also because different plants are there. So I'm just taking plant as well, the 100 plant. This is okay. And again, I'm just taking that purchasing organization. It might be domestic or it may be service purchase organization or internet or again abroad international purchase organization, or it may be consumables purchase organization. What it may be. I'm just taking that 1000. Okay, 1000 purchase organization. Now the case is, the first case is when purchasing groups and plant and purchase organization and document type it is matching. Okay. document type it is matching. So I also checking that price. Okay, that means value, pure total value, total purchase order value. Okay, it must be if it is less than 1 lakh. Okay, so I don't need to go CEO level approvals. See here we have the CFO, CEO also higher level, right? So we don't need this level of approvals for less than 1 lakh. Okay, so in that case what I can do, I can do only, okay, when this is matching, okay, when this is matching, I need to take only approval of the who created, initiator, okay, and like a store manager or store head and store head, okay, or you can say operational head, store and operational head. Okay, so I need only these 3 levels approval. Okay, I don't need all these approvals. I don't need all these approvals. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so
Okay.
this is the one strategy. Okay, again the second strategy. Okay, when I'm defining, I can define like same document type and same purchasing group, same plan and same purchase organization, but it is like more than 1 lakh. That is the second strategy. Case one, case two. Okay,
Got it. Got it.
because
So these are basically the approvers. The approvers are basically the number of levels. That is what you
number
were
of
saying.
levels, correct? Actually, these are the levels.
Okay.
Okay, approval levels.
So,
Yeah.
mm, okay. So all these, I mean, the initiator, the store manager, and the store and operation manager.
Mhm.
Once all of them approve, the PO is basically released
Release, and
until.
it will go to vendor. Until
Okay.
it won't be go to vendor.
Okay. Got it.
So so that means if you want to be generate output or if you want to be send this information to vendor, that is only possible when it is completely released.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
I
the
have a doubt, sir.
yeah, please.
Can we use this release strategy for utilize the material stock, utilize the stock? Because, for example,
No,
some
no,
of
no,
the
I didn't understand.
companies
What is that? What's the point?
can we use this release strategy for utilizing the
Utilizing the stock means
stock? Means to use the materials in the company. Already we have some stock of materials in storage. That for using that we can use this release strategy because some of the product will be cost will be high.
okay, okay.
But
So in this case, what you will do? Okay, there must be a request from the store. Sir, there must be uh, uh, there must be a request from the departments. If either it may be sales or the sales department, or it may be marketing department or finance department, HR department, there must be one request. So that request you can consider here, right? We can control.
oh, okay.
Okay, so it's basically we are talking about purchasing level, right? These are all purchasing related. We are talking about inventory level, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so even inventory level, if you want to be distributed again, that should be come from the request only, right? So request level you can control.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the release strategy. So up to how many levels you can define? Like only for each strategy 8 levels maximum. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the release strategy. This is the approval strategy. So again, what levels you are defining here? This PO total value, purchase organization, plan, purchasing group, document type. This combination we called as a characteristics. So we are defining as a characteristic. Each characteristic has whatever the parameter which we are considering that have the characteristic value. Characteristic. So this is the one characteristic, and 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 this is the one characteristic. So club together all these characteristics into one class. That class we are assigning to this release strategy. Okay.
One purchase document can have only one release strategy. That is my understanding correct?
No, we can have the multiple release strategies because this is the document type NB. Maybe 1 lakh above, 2 lakhs above, 3 lakhs above, 4 lakhs above. Different strategies are there, right?
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
might be this is the fixed. Maybe the value will be different.
Okay.
So there is no restrictions here. Okay. These are the only characteristics. What parameters you are considering when you are designing your strategy. Okay. Structure,
Okay.
approach structure. When you're designing the approach structure, what characteristics, what parameters you are considering. So I'm considering document type is one parameter, purchasing group is one parameter, and plant is one parameter, purchase organization is one parameter, total value is one parameter. So when it is matching all these, then only the strategy will be triggered. Even if it is this is matching and this is document type is different document type, then it won't be. It will not. It will not trigger any approval strategy, because document type is also one of the important parameter. Every every characteristic or every parameter is the important when you define. Okay.
Got it.
So this is the release strategy procedure. Okay. Any questions here?
No, sir.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So other than this one, so the other things which we could, if we are talking about that, one of the important thing, master records. So every area, every module have the important master data. Master records, master data is same. Okay. So what is the master data? Okay, it is a one-time record which we are creating at initial stage. That material master record or any master record which we are using for the transaction purpose. Okay. So if I've created one material master record, that material master record have all the information related to material. Okay. So I can use that information. I can use that information creating the purchase order. Then whoever they creating this purchase order, they will get all the information about this material from the material master record. So no need to be search again. What is the unit of measure? What is the purchasing group? What is the material group? This is not required, right? So master data are, it is a one-time record which we are creating, okay, and we are using these master records as a reference to create the transaction data, to run the transaction data, business transactions. Okay. So what master data we have in SAP for the metal management? One is metal master record. Okay. So again, the metal master record again, it's not only for the MM, it is the combination of all the areas. So even ST have the metal master record, and finance have the metal master record, and planning have the metal master record, and sales have the metal master record. So everyone. So this is a combination of all the areas in maintained in the metal master record. Okay. So this is one metal master record. Then we are dealing the suppliers. So we should be have the vendor master record. So what what is the meaning of vendor master record here? We will be discussing about that supplier information. It may be address or supplier bank details, supplier GST number, supplier terms and conditions, or supplier bank details along with that. Okay, how payment mode. Okay, supplier currency, supplier salesperson, contact person, okay, to whom do we need to contact, and rules and regulations with this. Whenever you want to buy something from this supplier, okay, what are the rules and regulations have to be followed? Every information that will be there in the anonymous record. Okay, so then we have the purchasing info record. So purchase info record is nothing but like a every material have the multiple vendors, and when the material and vendor combination, okay, when and material and vendor combination, there is a different data which is there. How it is like, if suppose I have the material X, okay, so the material X which we are supplying from vendor A, and vendor B also supplying the same product, and vendor C also supplying the same product, okay, when the combination material X and vendor A, these two combination, okay, maybe the price will be 100 rupees, and material X and vendor B, okay, again that will be the 110 rupees. So when the combinations will be there, okay, again the data will be different. Maybe the payment terms and conditions will be different, payment terms are different, income terms are different, tax information will be different, because so maybe one vendor is from the different state and one vendor is from the different state. Again, the tax information will be different. Okay, and prices will be different. Okay, so tolerance will be different, conditions will be different, terms and conditions. Okay, and any pre-shipping instructions will be different. All these things will be different. So the purchase info record will give that the combination between the material and vendor in the especially for the purchase organization and plant combination. Okay. And coming to fourth one, okay, source list. Okay, so you can understand simply it is like a list of the sources. That means list of the vendors list. Okay, for one material and under this plant, who are the suppliers? So I should be have some information of the supplier. Okay, that supplier list I'm maintaining in the source list. Okay, so we'll discuss this point deeply one by one by one. I'm just writing here what are the master data we have. Okay, then we have the quota arrangement. Okay, so this is like if we have the multiple vendors, okay, we are arranging that multiple quotas. Okay, so these multiple quotas, based on multiple quotas, I can raise the order to the multiple vendors. Okay, so how it will be like, suppose let's say, okay, if I have the 10,000 or 10,000 order is there, suppose let's say 10,000 box it is there. Okay, so one person, maybe the vendor, he can supply only 100 pieces. Okay, one person he can supply 1,000 pieces. Okay, maybe it's one person they can supply 10,000 pieces. Okay, so I'm just checking that I'm just dividing that quotas. Okay, if it is suppose I need 1 lakh boxes, and I just seen that the person whoever we have, they are not able to supply this much of the stock. So then I can do what I can do. I can arrange the quotas like, okay, I can order whatever the maximum stock level, whatever maximum he can supply, and I can order for this guy whatever the maximum I can supply, and I can supply whatever I can supply he can supply. So that I can order create. So multiple quotas we can divide here. Okay, so this is not much important. Nobody will not use because most of the vendors they can supply based on the client requirement, right? So mostly it will be not like that, but okay, we have the option like if you want to be arranged like quotas, 20% to this person, 30% to this person, 50% to this person, I can divide that to quotas. Okay, I can order multiple ways. Okay, other than this one, we have the condition records. So you already knows condition records is nothing but like a okay. This is time dependent records. Okay, so particular period. Okay, particular period we can define that price conditions. Okay, that price condition we are using for the transaction purpose. Suppose if I have the gross price. Okay, so gross price of the material. I'm just maintaining gross price of material with the combination of the vendor, material, and plant. Okay, so when these three combinations are maintaining, okay, so I can combination like material X and vendor A and 1100 plant, the price I can maintain. Again, material X, vendor B, the plant 1100, again price I can maintain. So whenever I'm creating the purchase order, the system will check that these three combination, the price which is maintained, that will be captured into automatically. So like we can do for the freight and we can do for the discounts such as wherever you need, you can maintain the condition records. So these condition records also one-time records we can maintain, and later if you want to change that, you can change. But okay, these records can be helpful to create a purchase order. Okay, other than this one, we have that service master record. So service master record is nothing but like how we have the metal master record. The same way, service master record have the service related information. What is the metal group and what is the valuation class? Okay, the price, that everything we can maintain in the service master record. So these are the majorly we have the master records in the SAP MM. But out of these are the four we regularly high level we are using. This four is a high level we are using, and this is also condition records also we are using most of the time. And the service master record and the quota arrangement depends on the client they can use. Okay, because they can directly create a service PO without service master record also. Okay, and quota arrangement it is very rarely. Okay, okay. Now let's go to the each and every process metal master record. Okay, so we can say metal master record. Okay, or so there are so many meaning so many ways of the calling metal master record, article master record, and the product master record. Okay, so different industries they are calling different ways. Okay, so article mastery record will be using for the retail industries, and product mastery records they will be using in the okay this whatever that AFS related, and we can use metal master card in the normal manufacturing and pharma industry. They can use metal master card. So different naming naming is the different, but it's obviously it is like a product or material, and the article is same. Okay, so what will be have when you creating some object, okay, when you creating some material, or okay, or maybe you are buying planning to buy the product from the vendor, so you should be have the basic information of the material. Okay, how we are measuring that the material, and okay, who taking care material, and what type of the category, and okay, what kind of a process we are using this material, and what whether it is external or externally buying product, or it is an in-house production material. Okay, and again if it is in-house production related, then how you are planning MRP related, and reorder points, and production related, how you are doing. If it is external procurement, again purchasing, okay, who will be taking care purchasing group, and is there any tolerances, and is there any source list which is mandatory to maintain. Okay, so some of the basic parameters which is required to maintain. Again, sales, if it is sales related, then sales again, but this is a fully tax, or it is off tax, or it is a zero tax. Again, what kind of a process it is, normal a sales process, or it is something like third party, okay, free item goods. So that will be maintaining the sales data. And again, quality management. So these some materials which is quality inspection very important. So again, quality management data which we are maintaining. So in the metal master record, what kind of the data which is there? The basic data is which is for the all. It's a client level information. Okay, so it is a common for the all the plants, all the store locations, all the warehouses, all sales organization. It is common. Okay, so basic data will not be changed. In this basic data, how entire global level we are maintaining like this material has a description, common description, and base unit to least measurement of the product. So that we are maintaining, and who will be the purchasing, who will be the material group, the group of the, that means the what kind of the material this is, which group it is, which category. Suppose it is a sunflower oil, so this is a category, it is oil. Okay, it is something bold, then it is again it is related to spare parts related. So that you can define like material groups, you can define different kind of the material groups you can define. And it is a if it is a there is a product hierarchy which is there, so that product hierarchy you can define. So like some of the normal process which gross weight and net weight, and okay, unit of volume unit, so these are all common for the entire global. So that information we are maintaining in the basic data information. Okay, and other than this one we have the purchasing data. Okay, which is when we are going for the procuring the materials. When we procuring this kind of the material, what kind of information which is required, like order unit, general how you are ordering these materials. If it is if you suppose your least measurement is liters, okay, might be you can order in the okay tons. 1 ton is equal to 1,000 liters. Okay, I cannot order like 10 liters, 20 liters, because otherwise we are whenever we are buying, we are least measurement will be there, or least order unit will be there. That will be ton. So when I'm just maintaining 1 ton is equal to, I can maintain like 1 ton is equal to 1,000 liters. Okay, so order unit, and what purchasing group who will be taking care of this material in your plant. Okay, so especially this is the plant level data. Each plant to have the different purchasing organization data, purchasing data. Sorry. Each plant have the different purchasing data. Okay, if it is 1100, then it is different data. If it is a 1200, it is a different data. It is a 2100, it is different data. Okay, and classification data. Okay, so classification is like a class. How you will be defining a class? If suppose uh, these are the generic articles. Okay, if suppose what will be happen if you go to retail industries, or if you go to garments, or if you go to some t-shirts or some retail industry, what will be happen? Each product have the multiple level of the defining, like t-shirt. If it is there, t-shirt again with sleeve, without sleeve. Okay, and again with collar, without collar, and again sizes, which is like XL, L, medium. Okay, double XL, like again sizes. Okay, sizes will be there. Then colors will be like red, blue, white, yellow. Okay, again some colors will be demanded. Okay, so those will be defining in the classification data. Okay, so we can define the again characteristics also we can define. Suppose I'm creating that material must regard for the rod, iron rod. Again, that iron rod I can specifically mention the characteristics like what size it is, like 10 mm, 20 mm, 30 mm, 40 mm. Okay, and the width, length, everything I can define in the classification data. Okay, there are different kind of the class types are there. Okay. Okay, so that depends on the process, depends on the our client process. You can define that. Okay, then we have the sales data. So sales data, which is like sales organization data one, two, general data. Again, here this is the which is using for the sales purpose. So when you creating the customer orders, when someone they order or someone they are ordering for this material, what kind of the information which is required when you want to be create a customer order or when you want to deliver the goods to the customer. So what kind of information which is overall it is required. So again here, what level it is maintained? We are maintaining at sales organization, distribution, division level. We are maintaining. So distribution level, we are maintaining this sales data. Okay. Again, if you go to MRP data planning. Okay. So production planning people they can create MRP data. Sales people they can create MRP data. Material management people they can create MRP data. It depends on the process. Okay. If it is related to make to order, then sales people they must be aware about that how to create the MRP data. Okay. If it is a make to stock, then MM team have to be aware about this one. Okay. If it is planning, production planning, production scheduling. Okay, then there should be must be production planning teams must be aware about the all MRP. So majorly it is a PP related information will be there majorly, but other than this, this is required for the ST and MM also. Okay. So again in the MRP, again MRP 1, 2, 3, 4, again. Okay, we have work scheduling. Okay, so those are will be very helpful to the production planning. Okay. So which work center it is related, and okay, what is the plan, and what is the strategy group, what is the MRP type, MRP group, MRP controller, reorder point levels, fixed lot size. All this information is required in a MRP level. Okay. So other than this one, quality management QM, if they are activated quality management QM data which is required. Okay, and if it is a warehouse, if we have okay warehouse management 1, 2, 3, it is required. So you can ask me that what is the difference between the warehouse management and inventory management. So how many people know about the warehouse management and difference inventory management difference? Okay, so again from the store location level, we have the plan data storage 1 and storage 2. How many you know what is the difference between the inventory management and warehouse management?
Warehouse management is basically how you manage a warehouse. That means, for example, if my truck is unloading at my
Mhm,
warehouse, then how the materials should be stored in on a rack,
mhm.
how the materials will be unloaded. Will it be unloaded on a pallet, or will it be unloaded on another, different handling unit? Once it is unloaded, what will be my put away strategy? How it will be stored, like that.
Yeah. Okay. So warehouse management is specifically how it is like. It is not mandatory to every industry. Okay. So depends on the industry. Suppose if it is a pharma, it is there. Pharma industry. What will be happen? The pharma, if you see that small material numbers are there. Suppose let's say I have dollar 650 is there, dollar 450 is there, dollar 250 might be I have, and they have there are so many products are there, so many medicines are there. So what will be happen if this kind of the medicines? What will be happen? It is very difficult if you tracking in the inventory management, because inventory management like a open storage. It's like a one store location it is there, then we are just putting into the store location level. But when we are talking about the warehouse management, it is like a well-defined structure. Like there will be a racks, and there will be a aisles. Okay, again in the racks again, first row, second row, third row, and column wise, row wise, and again storage units we have, SU management. So these are all everything will be there. So what will happen if I maintain the medicine? Okay, if I maintain the medicines, suppose dollar 650, so I can see when I'm looking into warehouse level, the bin level, exactly which bin it is there. Suppose let's say second aisles, there is a trod rack, and trod rack you can see the fourth column. There it is the storage bin. It is there it is placed. So that is the reason if you go to medical shop, they can even they have the lakhs of the products, medical product, they easily can go and pick up the product. So that why how they can they can pick up the system, it is displaying that okay, this is the place it is there exactly. So you can look into that product in that. So you can pick it up from that location or that bin. So when this kind of the small pharma related, chemical related, maybe mechanical related. So these cases we will be using the warehouse management. Even for the retail also very important warehouse management. Okay, if I go to steel, okay, if I go to steel, these are the steel rods or steel. These are the big products. So we don't need that especially specific warehouse management, because this is not we are maintaining at storage bin level. We can say it is a like iron rods or steel rods which we have, that we can say like I can create multiple store location. One store location have the store steel rods, one store location have the iron rods, and one store location have the steel plates, iron plates, rolls, that I can maintain like that. Okay. So when we discussing about a warehouse management, it is especially defined at the bin level. Okay. So which storage type it is there, or which storage section it is there, and which storage bin it is there, that exactly the system will give the picture. Okay. So complex warehouse management, complex warehouse structure when we have, we can use the WM or EWM we can use. Okay. And when we're discussing about plan data store location 1 and 2, it is inventory management. It is placing only that location. If I have the 001 store location, then it is there in the 001 store location. So again, you have to go inside the store location and checking that product where exactly it is there. Okay. Then accounting data. Okay, so this is accounting data. Must be aware about this one, right? Valuation class and price control. Okay, and prices, standard price, moving average price. Okay, so everything that will be maintained in the accounting data. So this accounting data is majorly uh, for the cost to standard cost, material standard cost, or moving average price, and total value of the stock, total stock amounts. That everything will be captured in the accounting data. So if I'm talking about the quality management, again, it is a plant level data, and warehouse management, it is a warehouse level, warehouse and store, I can say like storage type level. Okay, I can say storage type level data. Okay. And plant data and store location, again, it is a store location plant and store location combination. It is. Okay, and accounting data will be again plant level, valuation area level, I can say. Okay, plant level. Okay, then costing. So what is the difference between costing and costing one tool, accounting data and costing? What is the difference here? So this costing is nothing but like a standard cost estimation purpose we can use. Okay. So what is the standard cost estimation and what is the here standard price here? Okay. Standard price is different. Standard cost estimation is different. What is the difference here? Standard cost estimate. If suppose I am doing the production for the material X. Okay. So this material X which is needed, the components like material A, okay, B and C. Okay, these are material which is required. Okay, then again there will be a like labor cost will be there. Okay, and again there is a machinery cost will be there. Power cost will be there. Okay, power cost will be there. Other miscellaneous cost will be there. Okay, so in the costing standard cost estimation, what will be happen when you finalizing that the product material X cost? Okay, you also need to be okay. You also need to be verified that what are the component value which is impacted. Okay, so if it is material A 100 rupees, material B 100 rupees, material C 100 rupees, like everywhere it is added, all these combinations which we are adding, and finally they will be decided that okay, this is the cost estimation which is happened for this product. So I can take it up that okay, I can finalize that okay, the standard price I can maintain. Finally, I can maintain standard cost. Okay, after adding my profit and everything, I just maintaining like standard cost. Okay, this standard cost will be like maybe it's selling cost to the customer. Okay, clear? So costing is the majorly we are using for the when the product when you producing the product. Okay, what are the components and all the cost parameters, all cost elements which you need to be estimate. That is the important here to maintain the costing. Okay. So this costing majorly will be taken care by CO, controlling people. Okay, again it is like plant level. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the major one. Okay, other than we have text, purchase order text, sales order text, basic data text. There's additionally some text are there that will be maintained for the purpose of the to maintain the text of the for any information which you want to be passed into furtherly in the transactional data that we are maintaining as text. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is the metal master record. Then coming to vendor master record. Vendor master record again come to vendor master record. So vendor master record again, it is we can say supplier or we can say vendor or source. You can say any source of supply. Source of supply also as a vendor only. Okay. So when we creating a vendor master record, okay, there is a two levels of the we are maintaining, or we can say three levels. One is general information level, general information which is common for the global. The next one is accounting data level, accounting level. That means it is accounting level information which we are maintaining at company code level. Okay, and purchasing data information which we are maintaining at purchase organization level. Okay, so these three are there. So general data which is like address, email ID, phone number, GST information, that everything will be come under general information. Accounting company code level, what it is required, like who will be the contact person when we settling the amount, and okay, bank details and payment mode of payment. Okay, and any other information, banking information, who is the contact person, and payment terms, conditions. All these things will come under the company code level accounting data. And when coming to purchase organization data, purchasing data, okay, here we'll be maintaining that. Maybe we have the multiple partners will be have for the each vendor have the multiple partners. Okay, again, what order currency, how we can order, or suppose he's from abroad vendor, then I can maintain a different currency. If it is domestic, then same will maintain. But if it is abroad, again different currency we have to maintain. And sales contact person. Okay, if I order something to whom I need to be reach. Okay, to need to discuss whether acknowledge whether the vendor is acknowledged my purchase order and all this information to follow up that. Okay. Again, payment terms and again minimum order quantity, minimum delivery quantity. Okay. And there is any conditions like any special stock related. Okay. ERS value to receipt settlement, whether vendor is agreed or not, order acknowledgement which you are expecting from this vendor. Okay. And is there any automatic purchase order will be created in the back end. So there's some of the condition which is there. These are all will be helpful to create the purchase orders. Okay. So this is the one, and this is one, and this is one. So this is the way of maintaining vendor master record. So whenever you're creating the vendor master record, you must be have the company code and you must be have the purchasing organization. If you don't have company code information, then the system will not accept to create the invoice. If you don't have purchase organization data, if you not maintain, then the system will not accept to create the purchase order. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming to the purchasing info record. Okay. So purchase info record, as I said that, okay, we can create two levels. Okay. We can create about two levels. One is at a purchase organization level. Okay. Or I can create at plant level also. Individual plant level also I can create data. Okay. So what information which is required here? If you, so definitely it should be have the purchase organization. If you want to go with the purchase organization level or plant level. So in the even if you are going to plant level, there must be purchase organization data. Purchase organization plant level. So but the specifically what is that? If you selected a plan, then okay, especially when you are entering that plan, the system will consider this second option. Okay, if you don't have plan or if you not enter this plant, whatever you defined here, then it will be take directly this purchase organization data. Okay, and here what are the combination which is like I said, as I said, material number is required. Okay, and vendor is required and purchasing organization required, and plan it's optional, because if you want to go second option, then you can maintain the purchase organization plan both. Okay.
I have
If
a
you,
question.
yeah.
So let's say suppose if I have maintained, if I have a when material X, I have assigned and I have created a purchase info record for material X and vendor A, and I have created the purchase info record for vendor X, sorry, vendor A, material X, and for plant. Then you are saying that the first priority will be given to the purchaser purchase org and plant level purchase info record. That is what you're saying.
So you're saying that first you given material X and vendor B, let's say you are saying that vendor B or vendor
And
A, okay, or purchase organization you maintain 1,000. Okay. Now this is the one, and now I just maintain material X. Okay, and vendor A. Okay, again I maintain that purchasing organization 1,000, and also I maintain plant 1,100. Right? This is the case, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Now, whenever you creating purchase order, okay, so might be what will be happen. One purchasing organization can be assigned to multiple plants.
Okay.
Okay. So one purchasing organization might be assigned to multiple plants. So that means 1,000 purchase organization can be responsible for the 1,100 plant and 1,200 plant and 1,300 plant. Okay. Now,
Okay.
when I'm creating the PO, if I specifically enter the 1,100, then the system will take this information. Okay. If I enter PO plant 1,200, then it will be take from here.
Okay.
Because there is no specific plant level data which is maintained at 1,200. So then it will be take general. Clear?
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So material is mandatory or not. Okay, or there is option like you can go with the without material also, with material also. So there is a possibility like with material and without material, right? So then vendor is mandatory always, and purchase organization also mandatory, and again plant it is optional. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the above information which we are creating, sir, you can ask material master record we are created, supply master record we created. Again, why I need to create purchase info record? Because the combination when we're talking about that, again, there might be different condition, rules and regulations will be there that we are maintaining specifically here. Okay, so if suppose I have the vendor X and the material vendor A and material X I have. So I have that information, general information I have, but these two combination might be again the price will be different. Okay, because if you see that in the metal master record, we are maintaining that the moving average price or standard price. So there is two combinations are there. You can maintain standard price or you can maintain moving average price. Okay, so we can maintain these two cases, moving average price and standard price. So what will be happen moving average price and standard price? Okay, so depends if it is moving average price, what will be happen? Depends on the vendor price when we buying the stock. Okay, the average of the material, so the price that will be take based the total stock, how much it is there, the current stock and the received stock, and the current price and received price. It will be averagely it will be take and it will be update the moving average. Okay, so here I cannot consider this price as my regular price. I cannot consider that because vendor to vendor again the price will be different, and the vendor to vendor the conditions will be different. Vendor to vendor again the rules and regulations will be different. Okay, so that will be information we are maintaining here. So what is the difference between the standard price and moving average price? How many people know about that? So we
Standard
have
price will be a fixed price. Moving average price is basically material. Our material goes through lots of processes. So at each process, we might be adding or subtracting the price. So that is the reason why we use moving average price.
okay. So moving so so as you said, price standard price. Okay. So whenever you get, if I just define standard price S, okay, so by 100 rupees, okay, whenever you receiving the stock, when stock movements happen, all it will be happen, whether it is goods or something, whatever. So all it will be happen based on the standard price only. Okay, if there is any fluctuations or anything which is there, system will not be consider any of the price. It will be updated based on the standard price only. Okay, so let's take one example. If I created PO, okay, in the PO vendor price it is like 110 rupees. Okay, and which we received 100 pieces. Okay, now I'm doing the GR. Okay, GR with 100 quantity. Okay, the stock account for this material which will be updated, okay, with the price of 100 rupees only. It won't be updated based on 110 rupees. It will be updated as a 100 rupees only. So 100 into 100, 10,000. So that amount will be updated. Okay, and the remaining amount what will be happen? Okay, the remaining amount will be go to price difference account. Okay, so in this case what will happen if I bought with 110 rupees but still it is system showing as a 100 rupees because I just put like a this fixed cost, there is no change in the this price. So that's why, so there is some loss we'll get, right, every time. This seasonal to seasonal it will be different. So it is not suggestible when the product we are buying from outside. Okay, we are it's not suggestible to consider price control is as. Okay, clear? Okay.
Okay.
Now moving average price. What will be happen moving average price? Okay. So if I create a PO, okay, 100 quantity with the price will be 10 rupees. Okay. So then I just resolved the GR. So GR 100 quantity which we resolved with cost up to 10 rupees. Okay, then now it is like cost is 1000 rupees. Okay. Now tomorrow again PO2 I created. Okay, let's say I'm just created 200 rupees. The same 200. Okay, 100 quantity which I resolved, but the price is if here it is the 20 rupees. Okay. Now I just received a GR, which is like 100 quantity. Then price will be like total cost of the product which we received, that is the 2000 rupees. Okay. Now I'm just checking the moving average price. Moving average price. When I'm just checking the moving average price, what will be happened? It will check that total stock value, total stock by total value, how much it is. Okay, so what will be happen total stock by total value? It is like if I have the okay, sorry, total value by total stock by total stock. Okay, so what will be happen here? Okay, the above which I received 100 pieces, and again the value will be the 1000 plus 2000. Okay, then divided by keep down we are received quantity plus 100 plus 100. That means 3000 by 200. So the averagely how much I can say? The average price of the product is 150 rupees. So when the stock movement, whether it is goods issue or receipt or whatever it may be, it will be based on the average. It will be based on the total value, but total stock that averagely it will be calculated. That is the moving average price. The MetaMask it will display. So vendor to vendor, the stock value will be different and the price will be different, and that will be taken as a moving average. So in that case, what will be happen? There is no impact in the when we are creating the purchase order or GR, because every time it is considering based on the vendor price only. What is the price it is there, based on that only it is updated. Clear? That is the so when we are buying the external procurement material, whenever we are buying from outside, they always suggest that the B, and when it is in-house production, the suggestion will be X, because I know the standard cost because of cost estimation, everything, product cost estimation, everything. I know that what is my total value of the product, which is estimated, because raw materials and packing materials cost, what I spent for this product, everything I know. So I can put that standard cost on my profit. Okay. So this is my own in-house production. But when I'm just purchasing from outside, I don't know, today maybe it is 100 rupees, tomorrow it may be 150 rupees. Okay. So you can say that if it is maintained standard cost, okay, then we can change this price randomly. Yes. So if suppose today it is 100 rupees, tomorrow as per the uh, components cost and those everything, if I just decided to increase that 110 rupees, you can put it. But this is the on your hand. Okay, you are deciding that what is the standard cost is standard price. After we get all the cost estimation, profit, everything, finally I'm deciding this price to maintain the stock. Okay, so that is possible for in-house production. And
So
yeah,
whenever any accounting entries are happening, whether it is a good receipt or if it is a PGA, this value will be updated in the accounting document. Is my understanding correct?
if it is
Depends
standard,
on the
yes, if it is yes,
if it is S, then it will be updating 100 or 110. If it is V, then we'll be updating the price as per the formula, right?
price as per the vendor price. Initially, it will take only based on the vendor price.
Okay.
But updating into stock level, moving average, that is not vendor price, because this vendor moving average price is, it is calculating based on my total stock. Maybe that total stock I got from the multiple vendors, right? I cannot say one vendor, right? So this
Okay.
is the average. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but at the time of PGI, we will be updating if the price control is V in my material master, then at the time of PGI, we'll be updating the price as per the moving average, right?
Then you're maintaining the price, right? Selling price you are maintaining in the material master part. Maintaining in the sales order.
No. When the PGI is happening,
Okay.
PGI is happening, there is an accounting document which gets posted, right?
Correct.
Cost of goods sold.
Yeah, that is moving average. If it is moving average, it will be based on the price.
Yeah.
If it is
Okay.
standard price,
Okay.
then it will be based on the
Yeah.
standard. But mostly
Yeah.
you are selling the finished goods, right? So always it
Mm.
is a standard price.
Okay.
Okay, then. I think it's almost 9:05. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow then.
Sure. No problem.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.